Hey everybody, this is Heartless Spartan with another Monster High Toy Talk review. Today I have the Monster Fest Lagoona Blue Doll. Now, normally I crush on Lagoona a little bit in my reviews, but I'll have to warn you I'm going to be a bit more critical about the outfit on Lagoona this time around, but it is redeemable. After this, I'll have one more Monster Fest doll to review unless I can get something else in hand a little sooner. But otherwise, I'll get to move on to some of the newer core dolls after the Monster Fest wave. Let's take a look at our doll today, shall we? Okay, so this time we have the Monster Fest Lagoona. Let's actually take a look at our doll first. There we go. Alright. So, normally, I think Lagoona's dolls are really cute. And I've really been liking the Monster Fest ones. However, Lagoona's, I feel like I like some of the things they were trying to do with it, but I think altogether it doesn't look like it doesn't work altogether. Like I don't think it looks as good as they wanted it to with all the stuff on there. As I go through this, I'll be talking about how I think with this Lagoona doll, I think less is more. And we'll actually take a look at that later. For right now, we'll actually kind of like start with her makeup. The shiny green lips, that's kind of neat. Her scales and her little freckles are cute. I'm not so much liking the kind of like rock sort of style makeup on her with all the different colors. It's a little, like I said, it's a little bit too much. But I mean, Lagoona is usually pretty cute, though. I am liking her earrings, though. She's got another set of fishhook earrings. And actually, these earrings, if we look at this one, we slide that out. It has this part that loops around so that when you put it in, pops right back in. It kind of fits behind her ear, and it looks like it's like pierced through. And I think that's kind of neat that they did it that way. Now, I do like the headdresses on the Monster Fest dolls. I really like that the others had flowers, but Lagoona's kind of going with different colored like coral here. Which maybe isn't as pretty as the flowers, but it still has a lot of nice color and good painting to it. So I actually do think that looks pretty neat. It's blue on the other side, though. She doesn't have like something like as neat going around. It's just kind of like some gemstones and some pearls on there. So I think she kind of has like one of the less interesting crowns out of the or the headdress out of the group, out of the Monster Fest wave that we've got so far. Her hair is really pretty. There's none of that conditioning in it. It's nice, long, straight. It's soft. Had a little bit of box hair issues, like certain parts of her hair got tangled in all the stuff she had going on, plus all the little straps and rubber bands that were in the box. So she's got a little bit of box hair. But I like the blonde with the purple and the light blue mixed in there on either side. Actually, does she have it? Ooh, yeah, she's got all the colors on the inside. Her hair is real pretty. I like that. This I thought was cool that they did. This I thought was pretty unique. That this necklace also has like these strands or these beads that hang on her shoulders. Now, normally I keep a rubber band on their necklaces to hold them tight on there. But on here, this actually rests better if you cut the rubber band off, because then it sets on her shoulders. Otherwise, it pushes it up to her neck, and it doesn't look quite as right or as good. So I cut that rubber band off so it would look better. But I do like that they have like the shoulder straps on her necklace there. I thought that was real pretty. I do like that they painted at least some part of this. Now her belt. Her belt is kind of cute, but I think it also kind of adds to a little bit of the too much. I do like the little flowers that are on there, and she's got more of that like nautical rope. I do like the flowers though. It just kind of buckles on the back. She has like a one-piece dress, like a cocktail dress kind of. It ties off up here around her neck, but also Velcros on. But before we look at that, we're going to look at this thing on the outside. Now this, I do like that they tried making it like that kind of rainbow shimmery color, but it's also like this very thin kind of obnoxious plastic material. It kind of crinkles. And I could see that just kind of getting funky over time, and I kind of don't really like the way it looks. I think it adds too much to the outfit, that it's just kind of distracting, and it looks a little odd to me. But I like the idea that they were going with kind of like the fish fins or like the waves. Like, I like the idea of it. I just don't think it goes together very well. I'll get to her dress in a minute, but we're going to continue down here. I thought these were interesting. These, like, pearl chains that kind of snap on her legs here. Those were a nice addition. I get that they put, like, socks on there. It kind of looks like she has, like, pink scales. I just think it was kind of an odd choice. Looks a little weird. Now, her sandals, though, are probably one of my favorite things so far about the doll. If I actually slide one of those off and take a look at one of these chunky sandals are cool. So she's got like fish scale straps with like a octopus tentacle that wraps around her ankle. Then looks like the platform is like coral, some little sea creatures on there. But what really stood out here was that there's this clear plastic piece inside the heel of it that makes it look kind of like got that like fishbowl effect. And then there's like a little dead fish in there, like a little fish bone in there. Just kind of cool. It's only on one side though. They didn't have it on the other side, but then grab the other one. On the opposite foot, it has it on the opposite side, but not on like the inside of the foot or the inside of the shoe. But I still think these are really cool, and I like the color on them, and I like the fishbowl effect that they did with that. These were really cool. Some of the other stuff on her was kind of odd. Actually, slide those back on her feet there. But I might do that. No. All right. Before I move on to the dress. Now, there were a couple of wrist accessories for her, little bracelets. One was this little octopus tentacle with a little fish hook keychain hanging off of it that I had to pop on there. And then the other is a Monster Fest Admit 1 bracelet for the festival that I popped on there as well. Each of the dolls seem to come with their own colored one. Now, let's see what I was talking about here about the whole less is more. So she's got all this going on, which kind of, this is one of those dolls that for me kind of starts to go over the top a little bit, and it starts to look weird to me. So let's actually kind of reduce that a little bit. So I'm actually going to pull these off. I kind of like these, but might be a little bit too much. Let's pull These are actually little cloth fishnet socks that she has on. Those slide right off pretty easily. Take her shoes back on. Her sandals. Alright, so I'm actually going to take off the belt. And like the fish fin skirt. And then she's got this little dress on underneath with all this different colored coral and like little fish bones and maybe some clams. I think there's a little seahorse there. But she's got this cute, very colorful kind of cocktail dress on underneath. And then accompanied by the little shoulder necklace here. I think that looks way better than having all of that other stuff on her like that. So I actually like that a lot more than having everything else piled on her. I mean, I like that it's optional, but I actually like the way that looks a bit more. Because I feel like a lot of this other stuff just starts to go a little bit over the top. But I think this actually looks much cuter. Now, if we move on to Lagoona's accessories in this set, I actually thought this was pretty cool. I'll start over here. So this is like a burger. It's black, but the monsters will eat all kinds of stuff. But it's actually a calamari burger. It has like these tentacles sticking out of it. And I thought that was pretty cool. I like that. Just as like a monster snack accessory. With the little thumb peg there so she can actually hold it. But that's pretty great. I like that. That's a cool snack accessory they added. Then, ooh, the little handle's a tentacle. Which comes with a big gulp. Oh, there's one of the anglerfish popping up out of the water. What it comes so close to the surface for? It took me a sec to figure out what that is. Okay, that's like bubbles and starfish. Okay. Kind of threw me off. With like pictures of ice cubes. I like how the straw kind of bends like a tentacle a little bit too. This looks like an icy. Because of the clear top on there. But that pops right off and it's hollow on the inside. Then this should actually slide over her hand quite well. And fit onto the doll fairly easily. It just might be a little bit heavy, so her arm would probably just drop it. Her handbag was kind of neat. If you take a look at this next. Little jellyfish hanging off the bottom with some octopus tentacles and seaweed. I do believe this is supposed to be like a fish bowl with her pet fish in there. I don't know if I really care for the cartoony fish in there. I kind of like the detail on a lot of the other bags that kind of fit the festival a little bit better. I mean, like I said, I like the idea of that, but I think it would have looked much nicer if we kept going with like the clam and then had some other more ornate design in there. Because I like this painting, and then we get the cartoon fish, and that kind of throws it off a little bit. Oh, the handles on the handbag are like scaled. And then it's got like octopus. Lagoona just fell over in the background. She doesn't like me being too critical here. She couldn't take it. All right. But there's little octopus arms, tentacles wrapped around the handles as well. The backside just kind of has a zipper. This opens up a little bit. You can throw some small stuff in there. It's that, well, this doesn't bend too much. So whatever you do put in there, make sure it's small enough to get it back out. Like you can just tip it over and it should just drop out. Don't put anything too big or else it'll get stuck in there. Let's see. Oh, she came with these sunglasses. And I like that in the Monster Fest sets, they've actually been clear. Oh, they're little tentacles. I like that. I like those details that they put into these dolls. And then the seashells. How does she look with those on? How do they fit? Don't want to mess her hair up too much. Not too bad. But I like that they've been making them kind of clear so that we can actually kind of see their eyes through them, because I like to see the doll's eyes. Not too bad. She also came with a little admit one ticket. That's hard plastic, printed on the one side for the Monster Festival. She also came with her own themed little camera, where the lens kind of looks like an eyeball. And on the back, just have like the little viewport. But I like that hers is shaped like a clamshell, and then the strap is a little tentacle. I like that it even looks like it has like teeth holding in the eyeball. That's kind of cool. All right. And then each of the monsters for the Monster Fest wave has come with like a mini poster. And Lagoona seems to come with a Monster Fest poster of Caddy. What's her name? Caddy Noir. I think I'm $1 away from actually reviewing Caddy. I'm looking forward to that. Getting closer to that. All right. Next we can actually go check out the montage. As I said before, I usually think Lagoona's dolls are very cute, but this time around I'm feeling that less was better, because to me it seemed like she had too much going on and it didn't fit together very well. I did like several of her extra outfit pieces she came with on her own, but I didn't like them all together the way they have her dressed up. I do like the way she looks with her colorful cocktail dress on. That looks really cute. And the pearled shoulder necklace was something unique she came with that looked nice with her dress too. That calamari burger was pretty cool, along with those fishbowl sandals she's wearing. The sea monster theme was done quite well with this outfit, but I felt she had too much on her that didn't look good together. One other thing I was disappointed with was her cartoon fish on her handbag. I would have liked something with a bit more design on that instead. While not my favorite Lagoona, I still feel that there is a cute doll under all the extra outfit parts. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Be sure to like the video and subscribe if you're new. Leave a comment. It's always nice to get folks chatting about the things they like. This has been Heartless Spartan. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.